obviously, after Mike Edwards went down. How much were you prepared for to play as far as the game plan, and how did that change once Mike was out with a concussion?
You prepare for the worst every week, so definitely when you're back up, you got to prepare to, you always want to play away, so you always got to prepare like you go play every snap. So I was definitely prepared to go in and play every play.
So now that you're into the postseason, how comfortable are you in the in the defense and knowing what to do as opposed to maybe if this would have happened early on in the season?
I'm very comfortable in the defense now. I think if it would have happened earlier, I would have still been fine. But now it's definitely much more familiar with me and definitely more comfortable.
What was that crowd like? It looked like you guys, or at least some of the team, were having some back and forth. Did you get hit with any snowballs? Was it rough out there? That was the first road playoff game in a long time. What was that atmosphere like?
It was a good atmosphere. While you're on the field, you don't really pay attention too much to it. It'll be more so when you on the sideline when the defense come off, you'll see snowballs being thrown and stuff like that. But other than that, no, it wasn't nothing crazy.
You talk about being prepared to go in even if you're a backup at the time, but when you're a backup, you don't get as many reps with the ones in practice every week. So what do you have to do to be prepared to go in the game if they call your number?
You just got to study the playbook, study the game plan, and make sure you're on point. It ain't really too many opportunities throughout the week to get everybody plays and reps. So you got to make sure you're on top of your playbook.
You guys took on a quarterback who was really dangerous in the run game last week in Josh Allen. Obviously, Lamar Jackson might be even more dangerous in the run game. I know they don't run exactly the same way, but is there any benefit to playing a running quarterback last week to get you ready for this week?
I definitely think it's some benefits. It's always good to see, it's definitely going to be more with Lamar, but to see a snapshot of what we'll be ready to see next week. So.
What's that like as a safety? You got a quarterback that you got to worry about whether or not he's going to run it or throw it.
It's tough on safeties because a lot of times you back there looking at the quarterback and you just waiting for him to throw it, and when he get ready to take it in to go, you got to go try to get him down. Sometimes you could be the last line of defense. So.
We're not used to seeing the Chiefs as underdogs. You guys are underdogs according to Vegas going into this game. Is that motivation at all, or extra chip on the shoulder?
I think the motivation was already there, but that could definitely be some added motivation. For sure.
The Chiefs thought enough of you to move up in the fourth round, trade up, and draft you. And Dave Merritt, the defensive backs coach, maybe doesn't get enough credit for how well you guys play. What's it like to play for him? And maybe give me some examples of why Dave Merritt's such a good coach, coaching the defensive backs.
He just gonna hold us accountable, make sure we always on our stuff, so make sure we always locked in. So he a great coach. He go always make sure we on top of our game. He always try to give us something to motivate us and give us something to look forward to. But yeah, he's a great coach.
As a rookie, what's it feel like your rookie season? You're getting ready to play in the AFC Championship Game with the defending champs against Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. I mean, what's that feel like in your first year in the NFL?
It's a crazy feeling, definitely coming from last year, coming from Virginia Tech, coming from my last season being finishing 3-8. So it's definitely a big difference, huge difference. It's a blessing to be in this position, blessing to to be on this team and to be able to try to help and make plays for the team.
Chamarri, did Mike tell you anything after the game since you stepped in for him?
Just a lot of good jobs and just bigging me up, telling me all the good things. But yeah, I definitely talked to Mike a lot.
And what about Coach Spagnuolo? What did he think about your performance against the Bills?
Pretty much the same. Just telling me good job, good way to step up. Good job preparing and being ready.
There were a lot of guys that were rookies last year on this squad, like Joshua and Trent. And you get any advice from those guys going into this game at all?
Yeah, for sure. We as the DB room, we always talk. We always bounce ideas and stuff off each other. So I definitely talked to those guys. Definitely told me what to look forward to and how to go about it.
What do you take from them? Anything specific?
Not anything specific. I usually just watch guys, see how they move, and see how things are going. I usually just, take context clues, basically.
How close were you to getting that fumble?
Oh man, I wish I would have had it, but next time, knowing the importance of the situation, I definitely jump on it.
Yeah, what's the protocol there? Because a lot of times DBs, I assume they want you to kind of scoop and score. You're more athletic there and everything. Other times to pounce. What was the lesson learned or what the coaches said after?
It's really if people in the area, you want to jump on it. If nobody's around, then you'll want to scoop it. It was somebody in the area, so I should have jumped on it.
Was there anybody in front of you when you scored?
Oh yeah, I definitely scored.
How did it feel when you saw that field goal go wide right?
It was a crazy feeling. I'm trying to think if I ever been a part of a game ending on a field goal, but I don't think so. So it was definitely a one-time feeling for me. It was crazy to see that, but it was an amazing feeling.
Y'all have friends and family that are Ravens fans out there?
Nah.
No.
All Chiefs.
All Chiefs? Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
What do you see from Lamar? What do you see from him, and then just some of the film that you guys have looked at, and some of the challenges that you're going to be facing this weekend?
He's a great quarterback. A lot of people give him credit about his legs, but he's great with his arm as well. He can beat you with his arm and with his feet. So he's a great quarterback. You got to just follow the game plan and come out and do our best to stop him.
Is their game plan somewhat similar with what you guys had against Buffalo? Josh Allen, a guy who could throw, and also a guy who could run.
We're still going through it. We still filling it out and getting those things together. But yeah.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, Chamarri, going back to draft day, could you have imagined at any point along the process that you would have this season that you've had playing the role that you have and now being in a spot where starting at an AFC Championship game?
Yeah, I definitely could see it. I definitely could imagine it. Knowing the work that I put in from high school all the way to this point, I definitely see it happening. I definitely could see it happening for me and being able to step up and try to make some plays.
What makes you so versatile? Because obviously this team is comfortable putting you in any situation, any coverage, any of multiple positions on the field. Do you really consider yourself a corner or a safety? Because you played both.
I just consider myself a defensive back. Ever since high school, I've been playing multiple positions, so it's kind of always been the thing I've done, high school, college, and it just carry on to the league. So, yeah, I definitely would call myself a DB.
Who was the first person you talked to outside the team after the game on Sunday?
My mom. Jumped right on the phone with my mom when I got on the bus. Yeah.
What Mom have to say? I bet she was pretty proud.
Yeah, got on the phone screaming, telling me how good I did, and just things like that just bigged me up.